Quentin and the team are getting ready for another day at the office. Yup, this is it, in the great outdoors.
G'day, we're known as arborists. We look after all sorts of trees, big and small, and today we're looking after this massive Sydney blue gum.
And when Glenn says massive, he means it. Previously, the team removed all the dead wood from this beauty to make it safe. But look closely and you'll notice another plant hitching a ride. That's mistletoe, which is a semi-parasitic, meaning it attaches itself to a host tree, like this big blue gum, to suck out water and nutrients. Sometimes that's not a problem, but in this case, the mistletoe has to go.
Here in Australia, we're lucky enough to have over 90 species of mistletoe. Unfortunately, it's not the type that you kiss under like in the Northern Hemisphere, but it's still good. Mistletoe provides our environment with positives as well as negatives. The positives as much as it gives our native wildlife and birds food and shelter. However, the negatives to mistletoe are when the host tree is sick or unwell, it can take over that host tree and ultimately lead to its demise.
This infestation needs to be sorted, so the boys are using a 40-metre cherry picker to reach the branches and the canopy of the eucalypt. But sometimes they ditch the cherry picker. That's where their climbing skills come in handy, complete with safety harnesses.
The technique that the boys are using in the tree is called a collar cut. And the collar cut is important because we cut the branch back to where it originates from, and then the tree can shut down and isolate that area so that no other branches can come back. The best part about it is it's actually quite invasive for this area, so what we've managed to do on this large property is not only this tree, but 5 or 6 other trees on this property. We've eradicated all the mistletoe, so that means that it's not going to be as widely spread around the area. Looking at the boys working is always a pleasure. They're doing really, really well. There's a lot of mistletoe in this tree, but what's more importantly is the access. It's really difficult to get into those tight spots, but they're doing a fantastic job as always. The next process for the mistletoe is the guys will get it all up, they'll put it through the chipper, and then it'll go off to a recycling plant for further use. The coolest thing about being an arborist, well, not only do we get to hang around all day, but we get to have a great time looking after some of our magnificent Australian trees.